going to be talking to you about this new XL stamping plate holder from Bundle Monster for rectangular plates. Before I get into the big details, I wanted to say that, as usual, this video is linked to my blog post. So on there will be different measurements of the holder, full and empty, and a chart with all the measurements for all the rectangular plates I own, so you can get a sense of whether or not your plate is going to fit, whether it's going to be too big, too small, etc. So anyway, let's get into it. So I got the faux leather croc blue holder. Both of the holders, the silver colorway or the blue, both hold 48 plates, so it's pretty generous. I was super excited when I saw this, only because I have so many stamping plates and it's really hard for me to deal with the storage for them. So I think the pro of this set is that even if you have a small collection, most likely all of your plates are going to fit. And if you have a big one, then you have a lot of storage options without necessarily having to buy a ton of plates. So every single holder comes in this plastic outer wrapping with the Bundle Monster logo on it. Inside, you'll find the holder. Okay, you'll find this holder. And the holder itself is clutch-like, for lack of a better word. It looks a little bit like a purse, but it's not really, because as you can see, it doesn't have sides at the edges, so that's actually, I'm laughing because Bundle Monster, it's like sent me a message on Instagram being like, oh, are you going to use this as a clutch? And I was like, well, I would love to use it as a clutch, except it doesn't have the sides, so I'm not really sure how you would go about doing that. But yeah, like I would imagine my lipstick like rolling all around in this thing, like out onto the streets, but whatever. So right here is the Bundle Monster little like silver logo that's on it. You open up the clutch. Sorry, long nail problems. And you see it has 3 of these little snaps, which is actually pretty awesome because it makes this so that you're going to be really secure in holding the plates. And then you open it up, and here are the pages with the vinyl. Sorry, it comes with a foam insert, I think probably to keep them from being crushed or mistreated on the way over, although mine came in a very generous post office box, so but still, that's a nice touch. And then let me see, sorry, and then you see the silver rivets. There's 3 of them. That's what keeps them locked into place. So there's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just kidding. 8 of these little, I don't know, sleeves. 8 of these little pages, and then each page holds 3 plates. And it's double-sided, so each individual page holds 6 plates total, okay? So pretty good deal. I'm going to go back to the first page, and I'm going to show you, now I'm just going to go through, this is the main reason I created the video, is actually to show you how each plate fits in here. And so first up, I think, is the brand that most people have been asking me about on Instagram and asking me about on Facebook. Oh, like, does it fit? Okay, Moyu London. Yes. Moyu London plates fit exquisitely well. There's plenty of space to slide them in and out. Very, very generous. It's a great fit. It's a great fit. So Moyu London fits really well, and I'll show you. I filled up an entire binder so I can show you. Yes, indeed, it's a great fit. Next up, I'm going to show you the Dashka Infinity Nails plates. I have a lot of plates, so I will hopefully be able to show you all the different brands that fit. You should see. In this one goes, also super easy, in and out with a modicum of effort. Maybe if my nails weren't so long, it would be like a modicum of effort, but yeah, in and out with not too much work on my part. Let's talk about the brands that you need to wiggle a bit to get them to fit. And that would be, for instance, first up, this is Marianne Nails. And this is obviously her old her first run of plates with the pink backing. And I'm going to show you the Marianne Nails plate. Now this is a problem a lot of people had with Marianne Nails. And let me do it towards the end so actually the visibility is a little bit better. Her plates, the backing on them is big. It's big. So even the smaller holders that I think the biggest holder that I've seen for plate holders is 20 plates. Even they won't hold the plates because of this backing. So I wanted to see honestly, will this actually fit? And the answer is yes, actually. But you have to be very gentle and kind of guide it in, and then it fits. So it's very snug. I don't know how comfy people would feel about that, snugly sliding them in. The concern of ripping perhaps the holder. I think if they stretched over time, it would probably be fine as long as you put them in gently and took them out gently. So what are the other plates that have backing that's this big? Because we know Moyu London and Dashka doesn't, but also the second run of her plates, Marianne Nails plates. This is, yeah, the same thing. If you just gently slide it in. And you see I'm not exerting very much force. I'm basically just holding down. And you know I'm not pushing hard because I'm not trying to snap off a nail here. That's for sure. So so you already know I'm not going to be doing too much pushing and shoving to break one of my nails because I get pretty devastated about that. So you see it fits. It's also a snuggie, so you're going to have to work a little bit if you want to get it in there. Just be gentle. Just be gentle. The more you push and the more rough and vigorous you are, the harder time you're going to have trying to get these plates in. Next, one of the Born Pretty store plates, which also have the same size backing as Marianne Nails, so you can imagine they're actually the tiniest bit smaller though. Did you see how much easier that was for me? Like this, they're a little bit smaller, but not by much. Right? Slid right in. By the way, I find the fact that Born Pretty Store chose to back their plates in this pink, even though Marianne Nails had already selected pink, kind of obnoxious, only because it's really hard because the logo that Born Pretty Store uses is so small. It's like, ugh. Next up, Lead Light Lacquer plates from Messy Mansion. Same issue with the backing being very big. Take your time. Snug, but it fits. It fits nicely. Lead Light Lacquer plate also fits in here. A little bit snugly bug, but again, if you just take your time easing them in and out, don't pull, don't force it too, because you don't want to rip the seam. I mean, I think you'd be very sad if you actually rip this plate, so just take it easy. Next up, in my last back plate, and of course I forgot to add, the Bridal Nails plates are the same exact size and backing, also from Messy Mansion, so they're going to fit just like the Lead Light Lacquer plate fit, okay? So next up is Drick. Sorry guys. The Drick Designer Series. This is just 2 because it's what I grabbed. It's another Snugglebug. And this one actually is significantly snugger to the degree that I feel pretty uncomfortable pushing. So I'm going to stop because look, it's very hard to pull it out. So far, of all the plates that I've tried, the Drick Nails plate is the one that I think will not comfortably fit without the possibility of tearing your holder. So that one's not going to work. Now I'm going to move on to my unbacked plates. I think everybody knows who this is, right? Because it's the only maker of gold plates except for BBF, and BBF plates are a size that are so small that it's easy to recognize them. So Petla plate, and obviously slides right in, no muss, no fuss. This is like super quick and easy. I would actually probably put, like, if you were going to store these in this holder, I would put, you guys know what that anti-skid, like, I would put that in the back of here just to grab the plate and keep them from sliding and slipping around. If you put one in, you will have, I'll put the name of it when I figure out what the heck it's called. Basically, if you put this in the back, then you can pull your plate. You don't have to worry about your plate slipping all around in there. I think the same will be true of all of these smaller plates. Sorry. Next up, Liliana, and that's also from Messy Mansion. And you see, once again, slick, fits right in, super easy. Not going to have a lot of problems with this at all. Next, the Junior series from my online shop. Will obviously fit right in there. You guys might be like, why am I showing? Because I just want to make sure that you guys see that I have covered all my bases. Next up is Chaz Delaney. It's really hard to actually read her plates because she writes it so small and they're always at the bottom, but Chaz Delaney. And they fit perfectly. I was actually worried about this one because her plates are like oddly long, so, but it fits perfectly, and if you're worried about it flipping, it flips perfectly too. So another one that's small enough but also needs like anti-skid. Next is Sugar Bubbles. So you can imagine this is so tiny. Of course it's going to fit perfectly in there. Another one that needs the anti-skid type of material, I think, just to keep it from doing that when you flip. You don't want them sliding out. And then finally, excuse me guys, finally, last plate. This is from AliExpress. These are the Dream Girl plates. And you see that fits. It also needs anti-skid. So I don't actually have any of the actual brand of plates, the Bundle Monster plates themselves yet. That would have been the final comparison. But obviously you guys know that they're going to fit. So, I mean, they designed the holder. I doubt they would create a holder that didn't fit their own plates. That would be ludicrous. So, some advice on closing this thing though. To make sure it's actually clipping, I have to do the top ones first and then the bottom. And that's it. Okay, so the other part I wanted to show you guys about the holder from Bundle Monster is, aside from obviously holding the plates, and again, this is a Messy Mansion plate that I'm slipping into the cover. The size of the sleeves is actually also big enough to hold the linen covers. They're a touch snug, but they actually fit in pretty decently. So let's say you have a small collection and you just want to put, you know, your plates and your sleeves. You can do that. The Marianne nail sleeves are a little bit too tight for it. I also wanted to show you can do this, which is, sorry, you're probably like, what is this girl doing? Okay, slide that in, and I know this is not an Alice plate, it's a Mother Nature plate, but I just grabbed what I had. And now you can fit both the holder and the sleeve. I'm sorry, the holder and the plate cover in both in one pocket. So I'm not really sure how this would affect doing it across both sides, because I mean I don't use my covers, so for me this is just kind of adding extra weight to the binder. But I can see where some people might want to do that. I would just make sure, if you're going to do it, that you probably don't overstress the pages, since there's, you know, they're double-sided, and I'm not sure exactly what would happen if you fill this whole thing up, putting sleeve on top of plate. It would probably be very hard to close it, actually, just because of the thickness of it. But I just wanted to show you one more option of what you can do with this holder and why it's so awesome. Next up is, the big full holder. I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed. This is really heavy, actually. I'm going to weigh this, and I'll put the weight on the blog post, but it is very heavy. This is 48 plates, and all of these are Moyu London. Totally full. All the pages I filled up. Alright, so I just wanted to show you what this looked like. Totally full and flipping with all the plates. And again, these are all Moyu London. So you see the pages flip pretty easily. They are heavy, with 6 plates each in them, and then 8 of each, but not a big deal. I like to put my hand back behind each one as I'm flipping, not because they slip. They stay very nicely in place. I don't know if you can see that. Nothing is sliding down there, but I just like to brace it so that I'm not being hard on my holder. You know, I want it to last, and you know, things last better when you treat them well. So yeah, all the plates are in here. Very easy to fill up and turn. It is very heavy though. I don't know how, this definitely is going to be a little bit easier to carry around for travel. So having the ability to take a lot of plates like this makes me pretty happy. I'm going to pick it up so I can show you the side of it being full. It's so big. It's so big if you compare. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit this in camera wise. This is the empty one. Look at how flat it is. And this is the full one. It's like night and day. It's huge. So when you actually fill it up, it becomes intense. I'm going to put the measurements and stuff also up on the blog of the empty one so that you can see. But I have to say, I'm really thrilled and so happy and satisfied with this holder that I'm so thankful for Bundle Monster for actually creating this, because it's really gonna change my storage. I think, as you can see, all the plates I showed you, I have a lot of plates, so definitely being able to store them well makes a big difference for me. When I bought this, it was $15.99. I think the price has gone up to like $18.99. The introductory price is gone. But Bundle Monster always has coupon codes. They always have sales. I think it's a really good price when you consider you can store 48 plates totally in it. It's a nice material. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this stands up very, very well. So you can actually, you don't have to lay it flat for storage. You can stand it up and it will hold. And that's full. I tested it full and it stands up on its own very nicely. So again, they're probably like $18.99 now. You can find a coupon code. I believe Bundle Monster ships for free over $20 USD. So at least within the continental US. So my parcel was shipped priority mail, which was pretty awesome. So it came neatly packaged. You saw that everything was in the plastic. It was a really good deal. So I would encourage you, whether you have a small collection, a big collection, or something in between, if you don't have a storage option, pick this up. You won't regret it. With that, I will say, please make sure you read the blog post if you want to see more pictures, and again, that chart with the measurement of all the different plates that I went through here. And just so you can have it as a reference, and any other extra information that I thought was pertinent to the review that I added there. So check that out. The link will be in the box below, the info box below, along with the link for where you can go to purchase this. By the way, before you ask, I purchased all of my holders with my own money, so I consider this to be a pretty unbiased and straightforward review. But even when companies send me products, I try to be honest with you guys so that you don't waste your money. And I really do think this is a great investment. So with that said, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.